Hey there, Shangun from Canada Clan, Shane Thompson on YouTube. Gonna put out two war attacks here. Hopefully they go well. Emphasizing barrage attacks and how I'm strategizing for them now. I'm not going to get too deep into my unit composition. I'm going to spend more time just scouting the bases and showing how I target the barrages, and then trying to get two attacks done in about 10 minutes. One is my lower base. It's still a pretty solid base. It's the first one I'll attack with, and the other one is my main, which is falling behind some of our leaders in our clan now, but I still enjoy playing with it. And I feel like I've built it pretty well so that I'll keep enjoying wars indefinitely. No need to look at the unit composition here. I am using barrages. I'm using my regular ranged army with a lot of archers. My castle is filled with howitzers, I believe. So I've got a nice solid DPS from range. It's all about survival. I'm going to attack base number 19 here. I'll scout it quickly. Just trying to pick up the last 2 stars on it. I've actually got a different strategy for this one, which we'll see if it pays off or if it doesn't. It's a little more risky, I would say. You see, it's this very oddly built base with a lot of defenses on the outside. Very inviting to just go at it from up north here, which I don't think would be actually too difficult. But I'm tempted to try and just come in through here and march right on through and get my 50% based on quick victory based on killing more than 50% of the buildings. You can get quick victory from either killing the town center before the time limit, or you can get the quick victory by going over 50%. And I think with all these exterior open cottages, farms, as well as all these buildings that I will build my main army around, I think I can get the majority of them down in time. So my next thing is to focus on where I would barrage, and my initial barrage flurry will come right here. I'm going to try to target, I would say I'll try to target the 2 archer towers, or whatever they're called, and the mortar, as well as the bunker here. I'll try to get those 4 buildings killed. And then I'll just sit and wait. I think I'm not too worried about this mortar. I'll let it stand. It's not enough value getting just 3 buildings hit. So I'll just let it stand for now. And I'll see if I feel like I need to barrage it down, I'll have barrages left to take it. If not, my other barrages will come down here. If I feel confident, I'll just drop my other barrages on this quadrant of 4 buildings right here. Okay, let's see how this goes. I think I'm all set with both armies ready to go, and hopefully we can get this done in under 10 minutes. 2 bases. Barrage is my new favorite. I mean, I used to be sabotage only. The nerf to sabotage by adding an extra space I felt was going to make me want to stop playing the game, but I've actually really enjoyed using barrages and finding the value in them. Army looks good to go. No troop tactics. I should probably check that to see if I have anything. I don't think I do, though. And I do not, no. So we're just going to have to go without. That's no big deal, though. Base number 19. I always have to check to re-highlight it because I've made mistakes and accidentally attacked the wrong one, thinking I had the right one highlighted. And straight in we go. Now, one thing I didn't do is I didn't check where I want to send my saboteur. Probably should have done that beforehand, but I can take a quick look now and sort that out pretty quickly. You basically want to send them in a place that doesn't have a lot of buildings. There we go, right in here actually. You can probably get a pretty decent value up in this end, and I don't want to do it too early, because if I do it too early, it'll start spawning the heroes and things like that I want to avoid early on. So I'll just start gradually from this back end here. 3-finger drop. Get lots of time here, a lot of safety with the way this base is built. Like, I don't really have anything be worried about. I'm going to start killing these side buildings now. I don't want to wait too long. And now I will send tanky units and my mercenaries and my howitzers. And I think it's about time I can barrage. 1 barrage, 2 barrage, 3 barrage. Look at that. Look at that value of massive carnage. Now I'm going to actually go for this bombard. I've already got the quick victory and the percentage. Like, look how safe that was. If a person's going to build a base like this, where they just give you free defenses everywhere, just take it and don't worry about going for the town center. It's an easy way to safely get the quick victory. I haven't even used my special ability yet, and I'll use that. And I don't like that bombard in the center there, so I'll just barrage it, get rid of it. And I'm set. This is going to be a nice, solid, easy victory. Oh, whatever, I'll use another barrage just for fun, even though I should be saving the money. No issue here, still at 2 minutes, lots of time. It really shows why you should not build your base like this. Leaving 50% damage so easily exposed on the outside just makes people not even have to think about going for your town center. So remember that when you're attacking, that you don't necessarily have to get the town center to get the quick victory. This should take no more time. I'll do a quick rally. And they didn't even spawn their hero because of the range of the howitzer. So that was a smooth one. I'll quickly log over to my other account, and I will now make that attack. Very similar strategy, although this next time I'm definitely going to have to go for the town center. On the second attack, it's going to be a lot more challenging, I would say. That one was pretty easy, although that base was, on the map, it was 19, and I am quickly 25. So I am going 6 above my own number. So, I mean, it's not like it was easy, but the war weight that I put forward in this war is huge value. So me being able to attack 6 numbers above me and get the 5-star easily is a big value to the clan. Okay, I'll log into the other account. And, oh, of course, it's doing this instead of just allowing me to go to my account. I don't like the logover system really in Dominations. It's actually somewhat slows me down from playing more than I would like with my 2 accounts, because this often happens and the loading times are just not great. So when it has to double load up like this and load up a non-base account like that, just wasting my time. I'll log into this account now. Army's all ready to go. I have my target chosen. I'm a little more nervous about this because, again, I'm attacking, I think, 3 above myself this time. But the 3 above myself, as opposed to the 6 above myself, it's more of a challenge. It's a more well set up base. This person definitely knows what they're doing. This is one of the last clans that actually beat us, and they're not going to beat us this time. We're going to destroy them. So we're actually improving. We've gotten a few new clan members that have really boosted the team. And I've actually given away my leadership. I was co-leader for a long time in the clan and one of the original founders, but I just don't have the time to put into it. And I feel like if you're a leader and you don't have the time to really help with war plans and things like that, then you should not probably be a leader, because that's what leadership really is. I'm still an active player, but I feel less guilt by not helping the clan more. Okay, I think I'm all set to go. I'm going to scout the base really quickly here. I believe it's number 12. And this should give an example of a slightly higher level using Barrage. Again, I'm using this time 6 barrages, so it's a little different, but not that much. Let me see. Yes, it is 12. Thanatos Duck. Interesting name. So I think I was going to attack from the south on this base. I've already scouted it briefly. I definitely found my barrage targets. I generally, if I would find your barrage targets first if you're going to use barrage. Find high value barrage areas, and then after that, plan your attack. This one I will need to get to the town center. I feel like this is the safest route. If I send a few tanks into this castle, let them path in through here. Barrage, quad barrage on these 5 buildings right here. Maybe 3 barrages if it gets the job done. And then the other barrages will be used up here on these 5 buildings. You generally want to try to get 4 to 5 buildings if you're going to use barrage. If they've set up their base so that you cannot get 5 buildings or 4, you might want to go with sabotages or another tactic. I'm going to have to be quick getting my units out here. I'm going to send tanks first because actually I could probably just send my saboteur. I'll send my saboteur and he'll take out this bunker as well as this. And that should be a great way to start actually. And I could even use my blitzkrieg and freeze all the spawning if I want. I'm not sure I need to though. I think it'd be just a waste. So I'll do that to begin. Let's do it. Let's try. I'm not going to overly explain this one. You'll see through the attack how I do it. Similar kind of army. I think the targeting with the barrages is a really important step, so I wanted to make sure to show that. Okay, here we go. So Thanatos Duck. Let's see if I can kill you. I've already checked my troop tactics. I know that I don't have more. I go with tanks in my alliance gate. I feel like that's the best value I can get out of that alliance gate. 3 big tanks gets the job done. Okay, hopefully the lag is not as bad. I have much more problems with my lag on this account because it's just got more going on. I don't know if others experience that lag problem, but I've actually figured out some ways to deal with it, but they don't always work, like reloading the system. Okay, make sure I'm prepared here. Saboteur right away on the bunker. And then I think dropping the mercenary units would be important here. The tanks. Maybe just some heroes, actually. I'll start off with heroes. Okay, so Saboteur. Saboteur. Hero. Hero. Tanks. Range. Healers. All the range units. Here they come. Okay, I think it's actually time to barrage. I'm hitting those quadrant of buildings. I'm going to switch my aiming a little bit. Re-aiming on the fly is important. Don't just be